Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys HypurrFun, which is Hyperliquid's Pumpfun, which is gaining quite a bit of traction and maybe the next thing that blows out. So many of you know about Pumpfun, but what is unique about HypurrFun? Well, here's a simplified summary of how token listings work on Hyperliquid. So there's going to be an auction for new token listings every 31 hours with a starting price, and for the starting price, the auction starts at twice the price of the last auction. For example, if the last auction ended at 100,000, the next one will begin at 200,000. There will be a price reduction, so the price of the auction decreases over time until someone buys it. Who can buy? External teams or HypurrFun. This process ensures that only tokens with significant backing or value gets listed, maintaining some level of quality control over what tokens are available for trading. So if you guys take a look at hyperscan.io, you guys can take a look at the auction. You guys can see that the next one is going to happen in 10 hours and 46 minutes at a starting price of 525,000. Which is double the price of the previous one, which was sold for 262,000. You guys can take a look at the past auctions over here in this tab. Now let's get into how you guys can start trading on HypurrFun. So first of all, you guys would want to get a bot in your Telegram. You guys can do so by clicking the link down in my description below. I've linked it down. You guys can click it and it will direct you to this page. So when you guys are directed to this HypurrFun bot, this is where you guys will be doing your selling and your buying. You guys can start by saying start. And then it will basically introduce to you they are the fastest spot to trade Memecoins on the Hyperliquid chain. And in order to get started, you have to transfer 10 USDC to this Hyperliquid account. You guys can transfer spot USDC from Hyperliquid itself or on Arbitrum using native USDC. So you guys can transfer from whatever centralized exchange you guys are using or just from Hyperliquid itself if you guys have liquidity there. So once you guys have set up your bot, you guys can just go to your menu and explore what you want to do with this bot. You guys can display a list of trending tokens over here to see what's popping in the market. You guys can also go to settings and customize how you guys want things to be displayed, how you guys want to enable your trade actions, and other general customizations. You guys can have a sniper as well, configure your own sniper to snipe tokens. And lastly, we can also launch your own token and then show what launches are happening right now. So if you guys want to launch token, just click on launch token and then input all these sets of description and you guys can just launch it from there. Once again, I've linked the bot down in my description. You guys can just click on it and then it will redirect you to the page. Another useful chat you guys need to join is the Hyperpump chat, which is basically where everything is happening. You guys can take a look at the latest announcement that's happening over here. You guys can also see what's launching. So you guys can see that there isn't like a launch every few seconds like Pumpfun, because the launches that are actually being created here are quite quality ones. So if the developer decides to just launch a shit project, well, they lose their own money. So hence why there are actually quality projects that are being launched here and not just a bunch of shitters. You guys can also take a look at the general chat whereby everything is pretty much happening here. You guys can talk to the community and share things here. And if you guys need support, there's a support tab as well whereby the admin will reply you or people of the community. Lastly, do you guys see a bunch of chat over here that is just full of tickers? Well, this is basically the chat for the launches. So every time you launch a token, there will be a chat for it that is going to be in this tab alone. So instead of joining individual Telegram groups, which is troublesome and annoying, every single thing that launches is consolidated in Hyperpump chat itself. So it's convenient. You don't even have to join anything because it automatically is already going to be in this tab alone. Now let's take a look at their website. So on their website, which is app.hyper.fun, you guys can just take a look at the general token, their main token, how is it doing, etc. The most important one would be the launches tab. Over here you guys can see what are the leaders that are close to deployment. In Pumpfun turn, it would be something like a bonding curve. So right now you can see that Liquid Cat is the leader and then followed by the Wizard and Hat. As we have seen just now, right, the auction is going to begin in 10 hours and 37 minutes. So Liquid Cat seems to have the highest chance of getting listed on Hyperliquid because it's the closest right now. So yeah, please take a look at this website if you guys are aping into tokens to see who's leading. You guys can take a look at the cabos, but it's mainly just whales, so I don't really care about it. But you guys can also create your own cabo as well. Now let's take a look at some statistics. Hyperliquid's ecosystem is growing at an exponential rate and HypurrFun is not any different. If you take a look at the price of H fund, right, it went from 44 to 193 in just this month alone, showing the bullish momentum. And if you take a look at the user, we can see that on the 8th of December, it only had about 14k and now it's at 31k, showing that more people are interested in this platform, which is why I don't want you guys to miss out, because this is still considered early. So if you guys are able to capitalize on opportunities that are going to be made here, you guys can take advantage and be part of the early movers. So that's basically the full guide on HypurrFun, how to use the bot, how to access the chats, and the statistics that back it. I'm going to link everything down in the description below so that you guys can click on it and take a look at it. That's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys in the next one.